Hey, what's up guys, it's Austin here from Royal Highness Python, and in today's video I'm going to be finishing how to set up a ball python rack or just a snake rack in general and adding a thermostat. And I'm going to show you a really cheap thermostat that works really well. Before we get into that, huge shout out to Noodles and Tails. Thanks for the awesome shirt. Kind of funny thing on the back. Really cool. Thanks so much for that. And now let's get right into this rack finishing so that I can put my animals in the rack and get them all eating, drinking, and just thriving. So let's go do that right now. So in my last video, you guys see me clean the rack, disinfect it, and clean all the tubs, get it all ready to put the babies in. But we can't put the babies in just yet. So if you take a closer look inside, you see we have a heat element in here. In this case, it's heat tape. And that's what keeps the babies warm at the back of the tubs. And we can't just go and plug the actual plugs right into the wall because they'll be running at full power, and I think they go up to about 150 degrees Fahrenheit, which is way too hot for the ball pythons. They need about 92 degrees Fahrenheit at max. So we add a thermostat, and this one right here is the Inkbird C206 outlet thermostat. It's really good, fairly cheap, will run you about $40, and very good for the price. You can go and get those Jumpstart thermostats or even Hydro Farm I've seen people use. Those are okay. This is a big step up even though it's cheaper. This also includes a probe and it's really well. So I'm just gonna open up the box right now. And this is brand new, I just ordered it. So you get a 1-year warranty. Don't really need to look at that. You get your manual. Very important to read because it is a little bit hard to set up at first, and I'll actually show you guys how to set that up real quickly. But we'll go back, still unbox this. And here's the actual thermostat. Oops. So right here, that's what it is. I'll just take this little screen protector off. And looks pretty cool. Very simple to use, on and off button at the top, plugs right into an outlet, or you can use an extension cord. And I'm just gonna use an extension cord to show you guys. Let's see what else we have in the box here. We also get this really nice metal tip probe. And metal tips are just a little bit better for reading, so very good for the price you're paying. And this is basically what you get. Remember to keep the manual because it is a little bit hard to turn on and stuff. Get to know your device, on and off button. So we're just gonna go and do this real quick. I'm just gonna reread the instructions because I do need a refresher, and then I'm gonna show you guys actually how to set it up by yourself. So let's go and do that right now. So the first thing to do when you're installing a thermostat is set up the probe. So I just unwired it or untangled it, and I'm gonna go about halfway to 3/4 down. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll go the 4th from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put the probe in here. And I'll come around here, grab the probe out. Perfect. And now I'm gonna grab my aluminum tape to go and find a really nice spot to put this probe. And you want it directly on the heat tape. You can even put it underneath the heat tape, but I'm gonna go, maybe you can get the camera around here. I'm gonna go and put it right about here. I believe that there's about 4 bins in here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna try to space it between 2 of the bins, right there. Add my tape. And it's really secure in there. It's directly on the heat element, so you get a really accurate reading of what temperature you have inside of your tubs. So it's really good. And the next step would be to go and set up the thermostat and plug the probe inside of it. So as you can see, there's 2 bins in here, and directly between the bins you have the probe, and it's perfect. So I'm gonna leave it where it is, and I'm gonna go and put it into the thermostat, and now we're gonna go with that all set up right now. And I'm just gonna go read the manual for a second because it is a little complex and I haven't done it in a while, so I'll definitely go and do that right now. But keep your manuals, people, because I don't have my other one. It's another reason why I purchased this. I bet you can find one online. but my other one, if I wanted to change the temperatures, I don't remember how to. So it's pretty good to go and take a picture of the manual or find an online one because it is a little complex. So I'm gonna read this real quick, learn how to do it again, do it for you guys, and show you step by step how to set it up. So we're all set up to start putting it on and actually calibrating the thermostat. We got thermostat power source. Right now I'm just using an extension cord. We're gonna plug that in and you can see it turn on. They just recommend that you reset it when you get it. So we're just gonna hold the top button for 3 seconds. It should go blank. Then you're just gonna touch it 1 second and it'll come right back. And first things first, we're gonna hold this middle button 3 seconds. And that will allow you to change the temperatures. The top temperature is the highest temperature it will go up to, and then the power will shut off until it reaches the lowest temperature. So I like my hatchlings around 92, and I'm just gonna hit that enter button, and now it goes to the lowest. And the lowest I like to see my hatchlings around is 88 degrees Fahrenheit. So right there we have it all set up. But if you would like to change the value, you could just go to the right to lower it, and to the left to raise it. So 88 there again, and right there it's all calibrated. And now we're gonna plug in our probe to the side, and you can see that inside of the rack it's reading 85.5 degrees Fahrenheit. We want to get it to 88, in between 88 and 92. So once we plug in the thermostat, but the actual racks plug into the thermostat, we give the power to the heat tape inside, and it actually just dropped a degree. So we're just gonna wait a couple seconds. It should start to go upwards, which is really cool, and that will indicate that it's working. So we'll just give it a second to see what happens. Right there, see, so it went 85.5. So it's slowly climbing up, 85.6, 85.7, and it will shut itself off as soon as it reaches around 92. And then it will be able to hold the temperature between 88 and 92 fairly easily by just turning itself on for a couple of minutes each hour or so and firing up a little bit of energy into it. Really cool. And one more thing, if you want to change the Fahrenheit or the Celsius on this thing, I'm pretty sure you just hold, I think it might be this one, the left side. 2, 3, 4. Might have been the middle, 1 second. There we go. So if you hold the middle for 5 seconds, it gives you the option to change it to Fahrenheit or Celsius. I like keeping mine inside of Fahrenheit, so I'm just gonna hit that middle button, and then it brings you to this next screen. And this looks like it's an alarm. So basically your alarm can go off if it's -6.6, however much like drop you want to set an alarm for to notify you that your temperatures are a little bit low or even high. You can do that. Me, I check my racks daily, and I also use the temp gun to make sure that they're calibrated properly, so I have no issues there. And as you can see, right now we have 89.3, so it's in that range right now that we want it to be. And when it hits 92 or 91.5, it's gonna shut itself off, and we should be good all there. So I'm just gonna let this thing heat up for about a day or two. And I'm actually gonna go switch this into an actual plug in the wall because it's not really that nice having it on an extension cord, and it fits really flush into the wall. But it's always good to let your rack run for a day or two before you actually put any animals into it. And that's pretty much it for the video, and I hope you guys learned a lot, because when I first started, I didn't know where to put my probes. I didn't know that anything really, and it seems pretty simple like now that I've been in it, but for the new people who are just getting in and buying racks and investing, it's kind of hard. Like, it seems simple enough, but some people just don't know, and I hope this video can really help those people. And get yourself an Inkbird. You can go for the bigger Herbstats, VE Electronics. I think Freedom Breeder has their own thermostat. I'm not too sure, but definitely go and check out the Inkbird if you're on a budget, or if you just want one for maybe even a tank to make sure that your heat mat's in the right temperature. It's a great thermostat for the price, and I'm actually gonna include a link down below on Amazon for Canadian and US, so that you guys can actually go and purchase yourself one on Amazon. And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and catch me on the next one. So peace out.